Welcome back, everyone. It is Thursday, May 1st in the NBA, and I have 5 picks for tonight's slate. Before we dive into that, we need to recap how we did yesterday. And we had a massive night. We went 2-1. We barely broke positive 0.07 units. We cashed Julius Randle's over in points. That was our VIP exclusive play. They are on a heater. More on that in a second. We easily cashed that Pajemski and Ant-Man under threes parlay. What Pods had won? I think that was in the first 3 minutes. And what do you go? 0 for 11 from 3. We take those. Our only loser, damn Jalen Green. What are we doing betting on Jalen Green? He actually looked pretty good to start the game at 6 points in the first 3 minutes. Then he banged knees with Steph Curry and had to get subbed out. He just didn't look good after that. Everyone else was cooking on the Rockets. So either way, a 2-1 day, we'll take it. Now on we're on 6-1, 8-2 run, not too shabby. We got 5 picks incoming today. Before we dive into those, the Dub Club plays are absolutely on fire. So a reminder, we've hit 6 in a row. We're going for a 7th straight one. You want to join? There's a $10 off coupon linked down below. My first play of the day is an under in points. It's our Dub Club exclusive play, and it's also my biggest play of the day. It is 1 unit bigger than all the other ones we'll talk about in this video. Again, you can join. $10 off your first month makes it a big $5 to join for the next month. Take advantage of that. It's beginning of the month. Best time to join is right now. Take advantage. Like I said, we're on a heater. Hit 6 straight. We're going for a 7th straight. It's my biggest play of the day. Go join. Go do that down below. Join the Dub Club. Now, our ladder challenge did lose yesterday. Van Vliet, I'll rant about that maybe in the video for the ladder. But man, that was just annoying. He shouldn't have hit. But of course, he comes back in the fourth quarter because the Rockets bench can't hold a 30-point lead. Annoying. But we move on. In this video, we've already talked about the Dub Club exclusive play. We'll talk about 2 overs, then 2 unders, then the Underdog Fantasy play. A reminder, code COS on Underdog Fantasy gets a match in your first deposit up to $1,000 and this free pick for Jokic. Take advantage. Talk about more at Underdog later on. Second pick in the video, Jalen Brunson over 35.5 points plus assists, -120 on DraftKings. Now, this is a half unit play. As I said, my Dub Club exclusive one and under in points is a full 1 unit play, and it's in the Knicks and Pistons game. Now, I really like Jalen Brunson here tonight. I'll have another pick in this one. We'll save that one for the end of the video, but I think Jalen Brunson is going to turn it on tonight. We know Jalen Brunson, if you've been backing him over the past few seasons, we know Brunson's a COS Hall of Famer. He typically respects our money, but also we bet on him on bounce backs, and he's coming off a rough game. He only had 23 points and assists. He shot 4 of 16 in that Game 5 loss at home against the Pistons. Now going back on the road in Detroit, you think the Knicks want to go back home for a Game 7? Absolutely not. It's a good thing to have a Game 7 at home, but again, Brunson should get max minutes here. And we saw him go over this line in the first 4 games of the series with 42, 44, 39, and 43 points plus assists. I'm tacking on the assists here because in the series, he's actually at 8, 7, 9, 11, and 7 assists. So he's actually been pretty good getting those assists. His points line is 28.5. Points plus assists is 35.5. You can maybe take it at 36.5 if you have to. We know how sharp these lines are for stars, though, so be careful. But again, I just don't see Brunson shooting 25% again. That's the analysis. He's going to play a lot better. They'll still continue to play him in man one-on-one coverage. He will cook. I think Jalen Brunson has a big game. He might hit that over just points alone, but he's getting it done. Points plus assists. Jalen Brunson, COS Hall of Famer. He'll get the job done over in points plus assists. My next play today, we're actually going to go to the second game for 2 plays, then go back to the Knicks and Pistons game. It's the Joker riding with him over 26.5 points, -120 on BetMGM, half unit play. I like him at 27.5. You can take it for 30, you take it for 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All right, now we're done with that. I really think Jokic is going to have a big game. We talked about him and we lost the ladder challenge on day 7 because of Jokic. He only had 13 points. The Clippers came in with this elite defensive strategy, which was, we're going to leave everyone open. How did it work out for you? Not too well. They left literally everyone open, and you saw Russell Westbrook have 20 points. Aaron Gordon he had like 20. You saw Jamal Murray have 43, 45 points, whatever it was. Jokic didn't have to do anything. If I'm the Clippers, and I've said this since game 1, if the Clippers are to win games, in my opinion, you take away the other guys and you force Jokic to beat you one-on-one. I get it. He's one of the best players in the NBA, but again, he doesn't shoot a ton of threes. So you're beating him. He's beating you in 2-pointers. Do you live with that when you can beat them from the 3-point line on the other side? They didn't do that in game 5, and hence why they got smoked. I expect them to let him have more usage. And we've seen in the 2 games this series, when Jokic has shot 18 or more times, he scored 29 and 36 points. Over the last 30 games in which he shot 18 or more times, he went over this line in 84% of games. So again, If the usage is there for Jokic, like I think it is, I think he goes over. Simple as that. I love his over in points. Let's hope they're not triple teaming him and letting other guys beat him, which I don't think will be the case after all those guys torched them in game 5. I think Jokic, which they likely trail in this game because they are 6.5-point dogs. Jokic should be pretty aggressive, should play a lot of minutes. I like his over in points. Now, I like Jokic to score, but I hate one of his teammates' matchups, and that's Michael Porter Jr. I like his under 20.5 PRAs, points, rebounds, and assists, -115 on DraftKings. Now, I went back and forth on his points and rebounds, his PRAs, his points. I couldn't decide on the right one to fade for Michael Porter Jr., and hopefully I selected the right one here. Michael Porter Jr. is capable of big rebounding games. However, if you don't know, after game 2, when MPJ had a sucky game 1, came into game 2, fired up because he got benched in game 1, had a big game 2, he hurt his shoulder at the end of that game. And they talked about it. MPJ even addressed it. He said after that game, it was really hard for him to even raise his arms above his, his shoulder, just raise his arms up to even grab a rebound. And so you've seen his rebounds tick down. And let's be honest, MPJ doesn't really get a lot of assists, which is why I like the PRAs here. I don't mind the points and rebounds. I like the points, obviously, as well. I'll talk with the ladder challenge at the end. Michael Porter Jr. will be faded in there. You can guarantee that. Look, MPJ, he's gone over in, the last 3 games. Let's talk about the last 3. He's at 14, 23, and then 17 PRAs. So he's gone under in 2 of those 3. Now he's actually found a good shooting stroke the last 2 games, making 4 and 3 threes. And if you look at today, if you were to back him to make 2 threes, you're getting, -150. Him to make 3 threes is juiced heavily towards the under. In fact, Michael Porter Jr.'s under 2.5 threes, -250. So I look at that and I'm like, well, if they don't think he's making 3 threes, I want to look at an under here. And we've seen, he's just one. They don't think he's going to make a lot of open shots. I mean, heck, he's still been shooting well, but you'd expect him to shoot a little bit more worse on the road. And he's not crashing the glass as much as he was because his shoulder's banged up. He's not driving to the hoop as well because the shoulder, he don't want to get banged around. So look at this. And we have Russell Westbrook back. So I think you see a bunch of different outs here for MPJ. Number 1, he could just shoot poorly. Number 2, he maybe doesn't see as many minutes because we could play a Westbrook, Brown, Gordon, Jokic, Murray lineup. I just don't see a lot of upside here for MPJ on the road. So I'll fade him. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake adding the rebounds in there, but he hasn't had a ton of rebound chances recently. And I would expect the Clippers to try pretty hard at attacking the hoop, which if they're attacking the hoop, they're going to shoot probably a higher percentage. And probably if they're attacking someone, it's probably MPJ. They're kind of trying to isolate him onto guys like Harden and stuff like that. So again, I really like MPJ. I think he's guarding Norm Powell. If I had to guess, I love his under in PRAs, 20.5. I will happily take that. My 5th play in the video. We've gone pretty fast through the vid. It's actually going to be another under. And we're going back to that Knicks and Pistons game. And it's one that I really like, and that is Ausar Thompson. Under 14.5 points plus rebounds plus 100 on Bet365. Now, you should be able to get this at 14.5. It was -102 on FanDuel. It's actually plus 105 on Bovada. If you bet on Bovada, go for it. But I'll track at Bet365, a more widely available book in gambling legal states. I want to fade Ausar Thompson. Now, if we're lucky, Jalen Brunson will get him into foul trouble early. We can maybe get to the free throw line, cash some Brunson points, also take out Ausar Thompson. So that's one way of cashing. He has immediate foul trouble risk given he's guarding Jalen Brunson, who's going to play a lot of minutes, and there's a chance to get into foul trouble. Additionally, I just see the Knicks making adjustments. We've talked about this all postseason long, and I could go on a rant over and over again. But what typically happens in the playoffs, stars will do their things. Until a star drops like a 35, 40-point game, the other teams will adjust. They'll throw bodies at them like the Lakers did with Anthony Edwards last night. But ultimately, role players decide a lot of these games. And when a role player goes off, like Podziemski did in game 4, you better believe the defense can make some adjustments in game 5, and he stunk it up. It's happened all season long. That's kind of the sort all postseason long. That's kind of the Ausar Thompson train here. He had a good game 1, had 16 points and rebounds. Games 2, 3, and 4, he had 10, 10, and 12. And then he had a nuclear game 5. He had 29 points plus rebounds. He doubled this line. Why the heck are we taking it under? Well, because I watched that game, and the Knicks defense was a disaster. They gave up Ausar Thompson free looks. This guy doesn't really shoot outside of the paint. He went 8 for 10 from the field. In fact, I should probably pull up his shot chart, and you'll see exactly what I mean. He had no hard shots. He got to the free throw line like 12 times. It was free buckets galore. The Knicks ain't giving that up again tonight. They will be more locked in. You don't mean here. Here's his dang shot chart. What the hell is this? You're looking at this? Every single shot. right at the hoop. That's all he shoots. And then he had one half quarter down here. So again, I don't see the Knicks giving up those open looks. Basically, you know what? We can run a clip. Let me find a good clip of exactly scoring. All right, geez. Here, I haven't even watched this clip, but this is exactly how he was scoring all of his baskets. They would run a two-man action, dump it to Jalen Duren, and look, there's Ausar Thompson cutting back door, boom, and then an easy lay-in or dunk. Jalen Brunson will be getting to those spots. They are not giving up those wide open looks tonight. I just would be shocked if they did. I like his under in points. I like his under in points plus rebounds. He's guarding Jalen Brunson, so again, he's not going to be down low for rebounds. I looked at his PRA line. I like them all. Give me Ausar Thompson. I'm fading him under in points plus rebounds. If the Knicks give up those wide open dunks again, so help me God, I really think they will limit those. I'll take his under in points plus rebounds. Then finally, we wrap up the video with an Underdog fantasy entry. A reminder, Underdog Fantasy, you could sign up, use my code COS, shameless promo. You'll get a $1,000 deposit match, so that helps you. You'll also get this Jokic free pick, which helps you as well. So it's like hey, we're helping each other. Sign up using my code COS. It's the only way you get these free picks in that deposit match. Take advantage. I just bonked my mic. Here's my Underdog entry, and I love this one today. Here we are. We have Michael Porter Jr., 21.5 PRAs. We'll take that. Give it to me. Ausar Thompson, I raised him up to 19.5 PRAs. I love that one. I would have taken the PRAs. I think it was 16.5. Just didn't want to fade that. Aaron Gordon, fading him. Nikola Jokic, think he has a good game scoring. And then Jalen Brunson, points and assists. Boom. $20 on that sucker turned into 109. Come tail me. Come join me. If you want to get rid of one of the legs, you probably want to get rid of Jalen Brunson, replace him with the free pick. And I love all the other ones. They're all smacking. So that Underdog fantasy entry, we'll be recapping a winner tonight. Take advantage of that. A reminder, code COS, matching your deposit up to $1,000. There's a link down below as well. Take advantage. Let's talk with the ladder, and then I'm getting out of here. I love the games tonight. I love them. I love them. Maybe I love them too much. There's a chance today I get a little crazy, and I take a plus 300 parlay that helps us go from day one, skip day two, get us to day three. I might do it, because I love these games. I feel like I have a really good read on these games tonight. So stay tuned for the ladder. We'll have another one. I'm going to run it the rest of the postseason. Unless we lose like 4 or 5 in a row, then maybe we give it a couple days off. But again, I'm only playing these for $10. I ain't playing a full unit on them. I just want to play them for $10. Try to have some fun, double our money, and see where we can go. We got to day 7, $650 was a tough L. Lost yesterday some garbage. We'll be back today, and there'll be some all unders in there as well. But stay tuned for the ladder to recap the picks. Dub Club exclusive play, 1 unit. My favorite play of the day. Join. It's only $5 a month if you use the top link in the comment section and pin description. Jalen Brunson, points and assists. Jokic, points. Then a couple unders. MPJ and Ausar Thompson. Those are the 5 picks. Let's have a day and let's dominate. Again, ladder challenge will be live in a little bit. Hopefully we can cook up another big winner. And today might be a plus 300 play because I'm just feeling good on a Thursday. Sue me. Let's have a day. See you in the next one. Don't sue me. Love you guys. Have a great Thursday. I'll see you guys back again in the next one. Peace.